In 1964, the CIA planned to develop a simple individual weapon to provide to the guerrillas in South Vietnam, giving them the most basic combat firepower. The development work was successful in the same year, and this is the Deer gun. It is said that its official name should be Deer or Denied Area. The Deer gun actually follows the earlier Liberator pistol concept. The Liberator was a simple single-shot pistol manufactured by the United States during World War II, intended for use by resistance organizations in enemy-held territories. Distribution plans were made for Europe and Asia, but in reality, only a small number of Liberators were distributed to soldiers, and there are not many records of their use. The Deer gun is a variation of the Liberator, although it still emphasizes simple production. It looks more formal. It weighs only 340 grams, with a length of only 130 mm and a barrel length of 48 mm, firing 9 by 18 mm pistol rounds. The main body of the gun is made of cast aluminum, with a non-slip pattern on the grip. The barrel is fixed to the gun body by thread, and after the barrel is twisted off, the breech is exposed, then a bullet is manually added before fixing the barrel to the body. Loading the pistol is done by pulling back a metal cone at the rear of the pistol, which is connected to the firing pin. Pulling it back compresses the firing pin spring and locks it in place, and pressing the trigger completes the firing pin release, thus firing the ammunition. The firing structure is simple with no safety, and an additional plastic tab is provided to lock the metal cone in place after pulling it back, so that even pressing the trigger cannot release the firing pin forward. The Deer gun is only suitable for close-range shooting, so it does not require a sight. In actual combat, there is almost no opportunity for a second reload and shot. The initial velocity of the ammunition is 320 meters per second, enough to render the target incapacitated with one shot. All Deer guns are packed in small boxes made of polystyrene, along with an instruction manual. The pistol and box have no identification numbers or manufacturer markings. Inside the hollow pistol grip, there are 3 bullets and a small rod, used to remove the empty shell from the barrel. The CIA expected to invest $300,000 in the entire project, but in reality, only 1,000 Deer guns were produced in 1964, with a cost of less than $4 per gun. A small number were shipped to South Vietnam for testing and evaluation, but subsequent escalation of the situation led the U.S. military to almost abandon the idea of training South Vietnamese guerrillas, and instead directly engage in combat. Therefore, the Deer gun was no longer needed. Only a small number of Deer guns were retained, and this unique pistol has some market value. As a result, firearms companies have produced modern replicas, such as the Altier pistol, which focuses on entertainment and collection, and is not considered reliable for self-defense.